everyone, and welcome back to my show. So on today's video we are back to some basic Victorian hairstyle techniques, and we're going to tackle some coiffures, the 4 basic ones. 2 of them are very similar, but we'll get to that later. So again, we are using Manual of Ladies Hairdressing for Students book, which was published sometime in the 1880s originally. This is obviously not the original publication. And we are going to tackle the basic coiffures, the coil, the 8, the twist, and the plait. So, yeah. I don't have all that much to say. I don't think we need too many fancy tools. I am going to powder my hair, and I've gotten myself a brush this time. I'm using LA Colors, just the big brush. I just grabbed it. It was at Walmart. And bobby pins, potentially these big combs. One of them suggests keeping your coiffure in with a comb. I have no idea. And some brushes and combs. That's right. So not a whole lot of special stuff. I don't think we need to play with any fake hair pieces today, like in the last video. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead and jump in and get started with the coil. Okay, so I've zoomed in so you guys can see me a bit better, or my hair at least. So basically, there aren't a whole lot of instructions for this. Here is the picture of what the book shows the hairstyle to look like. And basically what it says in the book, you're just going to make a very even and smooth twist. Once the hair is twisted to the end, it is taken up straight, made into a snail-shaped coil, being finally fastened with a chignon comb or with hairpins. We're going to use hairpins because I don't have the proper comb for that. So let me look at the picture because it's on a different page. Seems fairly straightforward. So brush my hair. Okay, so our hair is brushed. Oh no, I haven't powdered yet. All right, and the reason that we powder is because this adds texture, and it's very, very much historically accurate. People have been powdering and doing all sorts of fun things to their hair for ages. So, why shouldn't we? I need to look down here. Oh, it's everywhere. I'm doing a terrible job of powdering. I don't even know why I'm really bothering, since this is all in the back. But it does help. I personally find it helps my hair seem thicker, and just grabs onto, like my bobby pins like it, because it's like, oh, I have texture. Not exactly the funnest thing to wash out of one's hair, because that water hits it and it feels like you're wearing flour. Okay, so now we've powdered our hair and we can begin our coil. So basically I'm just gonna brush my hair to the back as smooth as possible. If you notice that I'm looking downward or to the side, it's because those are where my mirrors are. Ooh, slight tangle. Okay, so doesn't really specify what way to curl it, twist it, or anything. So let's give this a shot. So I've got a pretty neat grab on my hair. Make sure my bobby pins are ready to be used. Bobby pins. And we're just going to twist it all the way to the end as advised, and then just literally coil it around as such. Probably making my ends look a little nicer, but that's okay. And then I'm just gonna start pinning it in. The coil, of course, would be so much more impressive if I had much longer hair, but I did not want to add any fake hair in, because quite frankly, I'm not that good with fake hair. That's right, I admit it, I am terrible with fake hair. You know what's kind of nice? I'm only really having to pin the center of the coil and like pin outward, and I'm pretty much just catching everything. So yes, let's see, how did that turn out? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like trying to look at the back and I'm like, oh, wait. Oh yes, that turned out fairly well actually. And it should have, because this is actually the third time I have tried to film this video. That's right, 3 times. But you know what they say, third time's a charm, hopefully. So, here is how my coil turned out. I'm happy with it. Feels a little bland, but it does, I think, if you separated more hair in the front, like, or did something with your bangs, sort of like how they depicted it, I definitely think this is like a super duper easy slap together Victorian hairstyle that's obviously historically accurate. So that is the coil, ladies and gentlemen, the coil. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and jump to number 2 on our list for today's hairstyles, the 8. Alright, so now we are on to our second hairstyle for the day, which is simply called the 8. The book says, in order to produce the 8, proceed in the same way as with the coil, but when the twist is lifted up, it is held at the end with the left hand, while the right hand executes half a turn, forming a ring on the right. The left hand at the same time forming a ring on the left. They want me to do this at the same time? That is crazy. The 8 is made as high up as required and is fastened in the same way as the coil with a chignon or braid comb in the middle. We're going to use bobby pins. To keep the 8 in good shape, each loop of it should be pinned on well at the sides. Well, we do have a picture at least, so, because that was really confusing. I have a fair idea of what I think they mean. So, I think what you're supposed to do is be ambidextrous. No. I think you're supposed to have 2 sections. We'll twist them first, and then have them crisscross, then start looping. I can't do both of the curls at the same time. I'm not that good. So let's go ahead and get our hair separated. So we've got 2 pieces of hair. Okay, I guess I'm gonna flip around and try and make the 8. Okay, so that's probably going to be like the worst one today. I don't have the dexterity to really keep that going, and it's a lot less hair to work with than when we just did the coil, because you have all your hair. So definitely could see why you might want to add fake hair in if you're going to do the 8. With practice, yeah, it probably wouldn't be that hard to accomplish. I don't think you'd want it much higher. In the book, they don't really show it being much higher. They sort of they show it with like what looks like curled bangs and a slight poof, and then having this in the back. Was doing all of that. I cannot see how you would have enough hair without fake hair pieces. So yeah. So let's get another look. I don't know how well it turned out. From what I can see, it's okay. At least you guys get an idea of how to do it. Like I said, as anything with practice makes perfect, practice makes perfect. You know the saying. So now we're going to be moving on to our next one, which I think I get it, and I've seen it before, usually as the plait style. I guess I have seen it with the twist style. So the next two are very, very simple. And you definitely would probably want some fake hair to go with it. But yes, I'm gonna take my hair down and we'll start on our third hairstyle, the twist. On to the twist. Sounds like a fun dance, but it's not. All right. The twist is made with 2 pieces of hair of equal proportions, which are twisted towards the right and at the same time round one another. So basically, you have 2 pieces of hair and you're just gonna go woo, twisting them around each other. To begin with, the right twist is passed over the left one. A twist may also be produced with a single piece by doubling it up and then twisting it the same as the other. I'm not really sure what that means. I get the first instructions, I don't really get the second one. Maybe they mean just one long piece of hair that you twist, then whatever. So, okay, let's go ahead and start with the twist. And I got my bobby pins. And I've got my bobby pins. So I think this one should be fairly straightforward. Hopefully. So let's do it. So just to let you guys know, what I've done to hide my ends is I'm looping them under my hair, like the twist. So if you see, like, here are my ends, I'm gonna pin them to the back of my head to keep them invisible. There's no such word as invisible, they're invisible. One nation, invisible. Okay. It's early, alright. So, here's what we've got for the twist. Mine's a little crooked. So mine is a little crooked. So yes, another pathetic look at the twist. I think my problem is my twist wasn't very even. I think I started tightening it more on one side than the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down, and we'll start on the final one, which is very similar, which is the plait. And basically, we're doing the same exact thing, but we're braiding it. So yeah, not really much else to say about that. Alright guys, so I'm decided to do something a little different with the plait because I wanted to make it look a little bit more like a hairstyle instead of just me copying the same thing. So I've tried to keep it closer to the head. I know, my braiding skills have a lot to be desired. It's been many years since I've been braiding my hair. So what it's gonna do instead of hiding these is I'm actually gonna go and I'm gonna get my curling iron and we're gonna curl all of this. I'm also gonna do some fun stuff here. So I'll be right back. I gotta go get some curling irons. Okay everyone, so my heating iron is warm. So I am actually mimicking a hairstyle that I've seen from a magazine clip, which incorporated the back plate. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna attempt to curl the top of the plate that's left over. Okay, so finally everything's curled after seems like what, forever. So it's a bit hard to tell, but this is like the top portion of the hair, which is my plate. So I'm gonna actually pin that so it kind of stays in that upward look. I definitely could have separated it out a bit better, made it definitely look a little nicer, but you know, not looking too bad, I think, for a rush job. Okay, and if you're wondering what am I doing with my bangs, I am mimicking the bangs of the photograph as best as I can. So she's got this weird thing going on where basically she has them separated like this, but they're curled. That actually looks quite a bit like what she has, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. This is not looking super great. So basically, I'm just kind of winging it for the side. I cannot tell what she's done in the picture. So I'm just, essentially what I'm doing is making a side poof. So I twisted the hair slightly, and then I'm pinning it in the back, and I'm just gonna wrap it around here at the base, but I gotta do the other side first. So basically, you just kind of twist it, going to the back to create your side poofs, and just fluff it out a bit as much as you can. I always have one side that's going to be better looking and thicker, which is this side. And yeah, and that's how we do it. Half-baked and crazy. So I'm just, like I said, basically at the back where my plate is pinned in, I'm pinning these in. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to wrap them just around that little bun we've made with our curled hair pieces. And again, just fix them in the back so that I don't have any loose hair. Well, not too much loose hair. Why does one side always look better than the other? It's just like this side's like, nope, not today or any day. I'm trying, I'm really trying. Oh, I hate the left side so much. It's so flat. I can just get it to want to be up there. It just doesn't want to be. Okay. You know what? We're gonna call that good. So yeah, I don't know, here's something. Here's some sort of wacky hairstyle. You really could do anything you wanted with the bangs. We could even do it like that and have them crazy and just kind of pin them upward. As long as the flyaways go underneath the good looking curls as such. Ta-da! And I did it all just using a plate. Is it my best work? No. But I just wanted to show you guys that you could definitely incorporate these basic hairstyles into hairstyles you see online or in magazines at the time. So yes, that covers our coiffure video hairstyles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And our next one will be going over something really, really hard, which are knots. So yeah, until then.